So what is the actual difference between a GPS drone and an FPV drone? GPS drones can actually hover above ground and stay in place for the most part. FPV drones, whatever direction it was going before you let go of the sticks, it is going to keep going in that direction. It does not hover. FPVs also take goggles. So both of these actually are made by DJI. I love DJI drones. Actually, let me tell you a story about this drone. Okay, I didn't know it was missing a propeller. I got it now. One day I was flying, I was doing a car chase shot, and we were going over the bridge. The guy I was filming for, he was driving, I was in the back seat controlling the drone. He asked me if I want to go straight or I want to go left. I was unaware that the bridge was ahead. I felt like I knew the street. Anyway, he asked if I want to go straight or if I want to go left. So I told him go straight. He ends up going straight, and he said, so you want to go over the bridge, right? And I said, no, don't go over the bridge. So he's like, I can't turn around now. We're already going toward the bridge. This can probably keep up to a vehicle going about 40 miles an hour. You have to do maybe 50, 60, I don't know, over the bridge. It wasn't gonna keep up and it was gonna get disconnected. So we go across the bridge, and by the time we get to the other side, it disconnects, my screen disconnects. When I tell you, I was sitting there like, yeah, man, it's okay. It's gonna fly right back home. That's what it said it would do. I'd never seen it do it. I was like, there's no way it's gonna maneuver through the city and go home, meaning the home point is where you lift it off at. We jump off the exit, we jump back on the bridge, and we go back to the location. Now, as we're going back on the bridge, I look up to see if it was going to disconnect, see if it was still hovering. It wasn't, it was gone. Only two things could have happened at this point. It fell out the sky, one, or two, it returned to home. It returned to the spot where I lifted off at. I was hoping for number two. So we're on our way back, and as soon as we are pulling in, we see the drone landing in the same spot we lifted off at, in the parking lot. Wow. When I tell you, that blew my mind. Like, I've seen nothing like it. We're in downtown, so you mean to tell me this drone actually flew around buildings and missed wires and everything? It has sensors. The sensors actually help it maneuver around objects. So it actually maneuvered around everything and made it home. Mind blowing. If you want to spend your money on a drone, I'd highly recommend DJI. Okay, now let's talk about the DJI Avata. So in the FPV world, this is actually considered a beginner's FPV. Why? Because it's a GPS drone / FPV drone. It's not all the way FPV. FPV drones, the moment you lift it off, it's game time. You're flying, you let go of the controller, it's gonna keep going in that direction. If you're about to hit something and you freeze up, it's just gonna hit. No sensors, nothing. Like, you're going to crash. If you have not practiced, you're going to crash. I guarantee you. So this actually starts off as a GPS drone. So you can actually go into the settings and flip it to where it starts off at FPV style. I'm not heavy on flying FPV, even though I love it. I don't fly FPV every day. So specifically for this drone, they have the motion controller. The motion controller. I'm gonna be showing y'all how this looks. This is the most free feeling I have ever had in life. You actually feel like you're flying. So once you put on the goggles, you actually see what the drone is seeing. Imagine if you were in the middle of a city and you seen a building and you was like, I wonder what's on the other side of that building. Let me go over there. So this is the trigger, right? This is the trigger. All right. This is how you go up, literally. You point it up and that's how you go up. You point it down, that's how you go down. You lay it on its side, that's how you go right. Don't do this. A lot of people do this. It's not gonna do anything. All right? You gotta lay it on its side. That's how you turn it left. This is how you turn it right. You literally just point it in that direction. Swoop it around, point it in that direction. And it will go in that direction. That is crazy. You go down, it will go down. Then you have the FPV style. This is this controller. All right. Once you've played with the motion controller for a while, or hey, you can jump straight here. But I recommend just getting the feel of the motion controller. Just get a feel of how fast it is and everything. Then you can move to the FPV controller. Like I said, be careful. I'm gonna fly it today. I haven't flown in maybe 2 months. Let's just hope I don't crash. If I crash, I'm gonna put it in a video. I'm not gonna cut it out. So yeah, here we go. Let's get it. So there I go right there. All right. So the GPS drone is more for smooth shots, I would say, more cinematic shots. All right, crispy. Now, one feature I like about this drone is it actually has a tracking mode. So as you see, I guess you can. So now the drone is actually tracking wherever I go. Once again, it has those sensors, so it's gonna move around objects, trees, poles. It's gonna move right around them. You can go into the settings and you can make it brake before it hits the object, or you can make it maneuver around the object. I have mine set to maneuvering around the object. Now let's move on to the FPV drone. All right, so it's FPV time. Let's get it. I'm pointing it up. It's looking up. Point it down. Turn it to the side. Might also look crazy with this headset on, but I'm telling you, it's a great feeling. All right. Let's see what we got. Woo! Cutting it close. All right, so that was the motion controller, okay? So now we're gonna get to the FPV flying. Like I really hope I don't crash. Like I said, if I crash on here, I already promised y'all, I'm gonna keep it on here. Let's go. There we go. Woo! Who thought I was gonna fall? Who thought I was gonna crash? Another feature I like about this. Love it. Oh man, come on, man. It don't get no smoother than that, man. Imagine being out there on a job and you just grab it like that in the air and flip it over, boom, and you just go put it up like it was nothing, man. All right, man, that's it for today. That is the difference between a GPS drone and the FPV drone. That's it, man. That's all we got for y'all today. We out.